Hi gang, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be building a set that when it first came out I was like, I want to get this set at some point because I think it's really cool with all the working mechanisms. But, and here's a hint, because of all the minifigures in it, it's rather expensive. So I waited on it. But I got it for me to build on vacation mode, which is where I'm at right now. So you don't recognize the scenery behind me, but it's in this box. So let's take a look at it. It's the vending machine. Let's see if we can get it out of here. This box perfectly fits it. Come here. Come on. There we go. So it is the minifigure vending machine, another LEGO Ideas set. This one is number 66. According to that up there. It's obviously an 18 plus set. It has 1,343 pieces. It is set 21358. And while it's rather small, because it is smaller than the cat in piece-wise, it's because it has so many minifigures. Look at all those minifigures. This was basically like releasing the CMF line, but inside of here. That's kind of what a lot of people say is what happened. We have the little logo that's right here on the sides in other languages. Have a little bit of a different view of the vending machine on this side. And then the back, of course, has the usual ideas, share your idea, get votes for it and all that. And it can become a Lego set. And then we have a side view of it down here. And if you look, this vending machine actually works with these particular coins. So you can put these coins in here, and then and only then will the thing turn. So you can pop out the ball to get whatever minifigure you want. This is going to be 6.5 inches wide, and it's going to be 11 inches tall. So it'll be a nice size, and it just doesn't have as many pieces as you would think for a $180 set. But it's because it has all the minifigures. Also, it has a bunch of these really big glass panels for this. So let's pop it open and take a look at the instruction booklet. And we're met with a bunch of bags. Hold on a second. Wow. Where's the instruction booklet? Whoa, we have paper bags. Just a few. I'm going to assume, pretty sure these are the glass panels. There are 2 of them so far that I see. Let me count how many bags we have. So we have 11 bags, and then those 2 paper bags with the glass panels, because I don't see them in any other bag. Okay, here is bag 1. All the rest of them are plastic, which after doing a couple paper ones that were like all paper, I kind of think I prefer the plastic. They're easier to rip and get open. And you can see inside of them to see if you accidentally, like, a piece is stuck. Whereas the paper ones, you can't see inside of them to see that. Also, even though the paper ones have a perforated top on them, none of the ones I've ever really opened have ever opened on that perforated top. They just rip on all sorts of ways and craziness. And then when they do that, little paper particles get all over your space, and if you use a black table like I do, you can very easily see those paper particles. Well, it's a little annoying. I understand why they're doing paper, and I will still buy Lego even though they're doing paper, but I prefer the plastic just because you can see it and it doesn't make as big of a mess as the paper one. White background with just the picture of the vending machine on it. On the back we have a couple of the balls and a minifigure built. And then inside, we have Meet the Fan Designer, a little write-up about him. I don't know if I'll be able to pronounce his name. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. His first name is Rob. I'm not going to try and pronounce his last name. I'm so sorry. And then we also have a picture of an actual gumball machine. and then the minifigures. And a look into the interior moving mechanisms on that page. And then just a display picture there. And then you go into building. Alrighty, let's get to this. This is going to be cool with all the working mechanisms. I think it'll also be nice because you can put anything in these balls. You don't have to put the minifigures in there. You could put candy, pieces of paper telling you a certain prize or something for that classroom or something. I think one of my friends wants to use it for their classroom. I think my mom also wants to use it for her Sunday school class, where she could put papers in there saying what prize they get, and then it's just random. So it's gonna be really fun. So let's build the minifigure vending machine. Here it is, finished. I absolutely enjoyed the build. While there are not very many pieces, obviously, because of all the bigger pieces, there is a really detailed, intricate technique in the middle of it, of course, to make it work, that you had to pay very close attention to so that it would work. And then, of course, the 16 minifigures also brings up the price a little bit, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. The 16 minifigures are also very cool. I filmed a video going over those, but let's take a look at the vending machine itself, which is very neat. I love how easily this lid comes off as well. It is just sitting there, so you don't have to push it down to snap it to anything, which is very nice. The bright red color pops it out with the hint of silvers, and there's actually room for some more balls in here. So obviously you get 16 because there's 16 characters. I think I could probably order some more of these balls to actually fill this, to be able to use it for like a fun vending machine with like candy or something in it, or some kind of little bitty prize in it, because those are very small balls. A couple of them are so small. I was wondering if all the minifigure and the parts were going to fit in it, but they all did. So I'll bring you in just a little bit closer so you can see the vending machine part of it. So it is rather small, my hand for scale. It's about 2 of my hands tall and only about 1 wide, really. The nice bright red is smoothed off all the way around. It has panels that are snot bricked onto the side of it all the way around to give it that nice smooth little edge. Of course, the glass, they're just 8 big glass panels and then a line of small stud glass in the middle to interlock these bottom ones and top ones. And then just a nice simple lid. Once again, it does not actually snap down. There are no studs on the top of this. It just perfectly fits within this groove here. Just like so. And then we have the nice little ball drop in here. You can maybe try and pause it during the time lapse to see, but I'm not going to be able to take it apart to show you the line of nice smoothed off slopes that guide the ball from up here all the way down to in here. There's a little divot here for the ball to sit on. This is tiled off nicely for this. And then we have the little coin drop on the side, because your coins do come back and you have to use these coins that are printed. There were no stickers in this set, thank the Lord. These little printed 10-cent coins are $10. Who knows, it could be $10, but you get 2 of those. And then we can't really see inside. Just stick this coin in here like so, pushing it down. There is a mechanism in here that this coin is pushing back so that you can turn it all the way around. Your coin comes out to the side and your ball dispenses. There is a pole down there in the middle that's twisting all these around, a plate mechanism down here that is twisting it around into the hole, and then, as I said, unless you stick a coin in here, this will not turn. This gidget here will not turn, so you cannot get a ball out unless you stick one of these in there to get it out. So that is very nice. I thoroughly enjoyed this set. I think it's built very well. Love the fact that you have to actually use the coin to get anything to come out. Very easy to fill. Just stick those back up there, put the lid back on. I think this vending machine is great, even though it is a $180 set. It is, I believe, worth it. You get all those minifigs, you get a working gumball machine that works with coins, Lego coins. I'm hoping to get some more of these to fill it up. As I said, right now it's 16. I think I could get for sure 20 in there, maybe a couple more than that. But if I find some more of those balls, I will be adding to this for sure, because I think it's really fun. Even if we can't, even if I don't put candy in there, because I really don't want candy to make it sticky, it has to be wrapped up candy. But even if I don't put candy in there, I could put pieces of paper that link to some kind of prize in there, and then whatever the paper says is whatever their prize is, kind of thing. I think that'd be really nice and fun. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Maybe this will help you decide whether or not you want to get it, because I was kind of on the fence. I thought it'd be really cool to have, but the price tag kind of backed me off a little bit. But now that maybe you see it a little bit more detailed, this can help you make up your mind. I thoroughly enjoyed the build of it, and I think the outcome looks great. So I'm glad I added it to my collection. I hope you all enjoyed. Go build some Lego like God. Bye, everybody.